Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this live trading today. I hope everyone has a great time so far. How are you guys doing? Any exciting celebration in the weekend? You can let me know. So we are ready to start. All righty. Good morning, HV, Rumen. Morning, Fanny, Darshan, Ion. Good morning, guys, and welcome. Ademola, good morning. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, this content is for general information only, without intention to give any personal advice or recommendation. Good morning. Guys, if you kindly use the chat instead of the Q&A box, so I can read your messages instantly. Thank you so much. So let's have a look at the calendar for today and the week. Well, in Australia on Monday, Westpac consumer confidence. In Japan, gross domestic product. I'm going to analyze this on the podcast today, so you can get a good understanding of. And of course, on Tuesday, we're going to have the National Australian Bank's Business Conference. On Wednesday, we're going to have balance of trade. And as you notice, different calendars, they show different events as major and minor. Anyhow, I try to combine from few different calendars we have here at Admirals and create the podcast for you. So please keep an eye on your podcast area, and you will see it a few hours after we finish this webinar. About today's top headlines. US blacklist Chinese companies, it links to balloon program. It was kind of a spy balloons traveled over the US. London is losing its crown as a luxury shopping destination. US tourists can get a much better deal or a new Louis Vuitton handbag in Paris than in London. That's what they write here. London is now the only major European shopping destination where tourists can't get back the 20% value added tax they pay on luxury purchases. Russian ship at International Space Station leaked coolant, NASA says. Syrians in rebel-held northwest saw little aid after earthquakes struck. Aid arrives in Turkey after earthquake, but anger grows. Russian Swanger Group claims gain near Bachman in eastern Ukraine. From Apple to Volkswagen, CEOs gradually returning to China after it's reopened. Let's check the MetaTrader platform. Sydney, where do I find Admiral pivot point indicator on MT5? So you go here and you have to install the mini terminal on the common. When you install the mini terminal, you will have Admirals calendar group and Admirals pivot. So to install it, you do it from your back office, or please speak your account manager or do a live chat with the customer support, and they will help you to do it. Let's start with a pound. Pound. Good morning, Raquel. Good morning, Henry. Sir, please, I'm still confused about time frame for entry. Let's say I saw a pattern in weekly. What is the best time frame for entry? Henry, that's a huge confusion among traders, and I totally understand what you want to understand in order to make good trading decisions. Now, that's what we call time frame correlation. I can definitely suggest you to have a look at the webinar I've done, and let me go back to share the YouTube link. This one here. So if that's the YouTube channel, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe us on the YouTube. If you go here at the trading spotlight and you click on that, you will go through the videos and you will see the time frame correlation. And it's a great video to watch, guys, because it can help you understand when you spot a pattern, let's say on weekly, when it's the best time frame to enter, and what to look on that time frame you want to enter in order to participate. Okay, so let's start with the pound. On the weekly chart, last week we had this uncertain with this doji. Usually dojis on support, they show bullishness to come because price came with massive sell-off and then it stopped, didn't continue. So this pause happened at the end of the move, happened at a support level. So most likely we can see the market push to the upside. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's what the price action suggested. Now, if we go a time frame lower in the daily chart, we can see better that we are trading within these boundaries. And if the market pushes to the upside, either we're going to keep trading within this pattern, or it's going to come down and break, or it's going to break to the upside. Who knows? You see, guys, when the market is doing anything but trending, it's very, very unlikely to have a high probability chances of good trades. All right, so that's why we say we stick with trends, or if we are trading order blocks, we can just put our limit orders in place. But for now, the buyers are more bullish. What I don't like, though, on the daily chart, if you are trading the 4-hour or the 1-hour chart, what I really don't like on the daily is that the buyers didn't come with force here, and we were holding a trade and we closed somewhere at this point here from this bullish engulfing, because the market didn't show some strength immediately, didn't show some good momentum. So today we do expect to see either the push to the upside, most likely, if buyers are still here, or some consolidation. Who knows? Very, very, very different, very difficult to understand the market character due to this move. So I'm not interested to do anything with the pound today. Same with the euro. We are bouncing from this 50 moving average. Today, the market in the Asian session, at least false break these low points here. If we go down to the 4-hour chart or the 1-hour chart, we can see this false break, and it's trying to gain some upside momentum. USD against the CHF, traveling around this area, nothing. On the weekly chart, the Aussie, although it looks like it's at support, there are some fundamental news can favor the Australian dollar for this week. There is also some news that they can favor the US dollar, like the retail sales. So we will see what the market is going to do, but purely from a technical point of view, we are at support. The weekly chart make this rejection at this support in the 50-day moving average. Maybe we can see some push to the upside. The best thing to do if you want to trade the Aussie, really to go down to as a lower time frame as possible to find trends and try to trade the trend. Like here, it's a trend consolidation. Here we broke. If we're going to come here and we're going to stay above, then I believe we can see more continuation to the upside. Or if this is going to be a false breakout and the market can continue to the downside, any retest can help to initiate some sell position. So it can move either way, most preferably to the upside, because we are coming from this support. The QE, nothing, just hovering around. The Canadian dollar showed some strength last week, especially on Friday. This bearish engulfing here can be the beginning of some push to the downside, although very minimal room to move for position trading. If you go down to, for example, it's a good example for you, Henry. Here you identified, let's say, a bearish engulfing on the daily chart, and for everyone here, yeah, you identify the bearish engulfing on the daily chart, and you see that how many pips? 127. So let's put the spread 130 pips. Average true range, it's 100 pip, let's say. So I want to put my stop loss in half of the average true range. So, and if I want my stop loss to be above this high here, I would like to either put a limit order somewhere in the middle of this bar, so I can have a 50 or 60 pips stop loss, or I can go to the lower time frames, 4-hour or 1-hour chart, and try to trade the daily chart. And guys, pay attention to this. We are trying to, with this methodology, we are trading the daily chart using 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart. We don't trade the 4-hour chart. We trade the daily chart using the 4-hour chart. And it's something very, very misunderstandable by many traders. So if you want to trade the 4-hour chart, you focus only on the trends of the 4-hour chart. If you trade the daily chart using 4-hour chart price action, you wait for the price to reach the daily chart. Let's say this is the resistance here. Let's say this is the 50%. You wait for the price to reach the daily chart area. And on the 4-hour chart, you look for a price action or a reversal around that level. Okay, that's the difference of trading the time frame correlation with trading any other setup. Okay, this is very, very important. And if you need to rewatch this video again and again, please do that so in order to understand the difference. Totally, totally different scenario and approach when we trade time frame correlation using a higher time frame and execute on a lower time frame, rather than using a lower time frame waves and candles and other stuff. Let's move on. USD against the Japanese yen. On the weekly chart, we had this rejection from this support. We are still at this resistance on the daily. So if we're going to see some break to the upside, I'm keen to start looking for some position trading. But for now, I'm not keen to buy at resistance. I would like to sell the resistance, not to buy the resistance. In general, the Japanese yen is losing some momentum. At least today, the pound against the yen is very, very messy. The Swiss franc against the Japanese yen, let's check the weekly. The weekly came at this area of resistance. It put the doji candle. Now, if it's going to follow through or not, the only way to find this out is by monitoring the price action. So now we are in a sales zone. Maybe a breakout will happen, but maybe not. In a sales zone, I'm not looking to buy. So still waiting for this one. Canadian dollar, nice, impressive bullish engulfing yesterday. It was the only currency against the Japanese yen that today could be very good to look for some buying opportunities on a very lower time frame. But this came early this morning since the Asian session, somewhere here. So from this point here, we have these uptrends and uptrends and uptrends. Now, I don't know what is going to happen because we reach this level of resistance. There is a level of resistance here, there is here, there is there. So there is this zone if we better use it. So that's exactly the one side of the zone, and that's the other side, the top and the bottom. So we have to wait for the price to show some clarity. Ideally to sell it and understand that this bullish engulfing, it's just not a valid price action. It's if we're going to see some reversal here. Okay, if we see some reversal here with false breakout, it means this bullish engulfing, it's more likely for it failed instead of follow through. But if we see a clear continuation, then definitely that's a lot of the gold. We talked about this price action setup, very weak buyers, and of course the sellers, they follow through. On Friday they didn't continue to the downside, so we might see some continuation, we might see some reversal, who knows. We don't have any clarity here. Crude oil trying to reach this area of resistance. The end gas is trying to retrace here. Very early to have an outcome. Silver, Bitcoin, it came to the 21,000. Euro against the Australian dollar, it's something I will keep an eye on due to euro weakness, due to Australian dollar maybe strength this week. I like this bearish candle here, and then some inside candles from the buyers, and a nice bearish rejection last Friday. So we can see some continuation. Keep an eye on that. Maybe will give us some good waves on the lower time frame. So this is the first. That's a break here. It break below all these areas of resistance, and we can identify some price action weakness and get something out of the market. Pound against euro against the pound at this area of support. Market can push to the upside. another good pair to keep an eye on. Euro against the Canadian dollar, I believe it's the one that we want to focus the most, because the market is trading within this range. If we're going to have, that's an area of resistance. So if we're going to have some double bottoms, let's say on the 1 hour chart, on the 30-minute chart, something rejection here, we can see the market pushing all the way to this resistance area. Or if we don't see the market performing that way and coming to retest this resistance, and today it breaks below, that's even better, because the next strong area of support, it's going to be this one down here, and we can sell it all the way down. Okay, so keep an eye on this as well. Euro against the CHF, another weakness here. So this week or today, I will be keeping an eye on the euro weakness, to be honest. I don't see anything with the majors. I see with the euro and the pound, mainly the euro against the New Zealand, nothing here. Pound against the Australian dollar, nice reversal price action. Maybe we're going to see some weakness on the pound against the Australian dollar. Something I like as well. Strength on the Australian dollar, weakness on the euro, weakness on the pound. Pound against the CHF, it's right at support, not interested. Pound against the CAD, it's right on the support. Still, I would like to see a break below. Aussie CHF, nothing here. Aussie CAD, Aussie Kiwi, nothing. Aussie Canadian dollar, both of them are quite strong, so not interested. Let's have a look at the indices. Starting with the dollar index. At this resistance here, we talked about the currencies against the dollar, and you understand that when they are so sideways and mixed, of course, the dollar, it's due to the dollar index. So we don't even need to look at the dollar index. At some point, we understand that there is no clarity, because if it was a clarity on the dollar index, we should have seen that on the we should have seen that on the euro, on the pound, and the rest. David, we talked about the Aussie New Zealand. It's really nothing there. How can you show two charts of the same pair but with different time frame? I don't know, Raquel, how can you do it on the MetaTrader, but I definitely can do it on the Trading View, because I do have a subscription and it allows me to bring up to 4 charts at the same time, different time frames and different pairs and all this stuff. CHF news was out 17 minutes ago. Okay, thank you so much, Darshan. So DAX. DAX, we have this support here, all right, and we have this resistance up there. We go down to the 1 hour chart. That's an area, strong area of resistance on the 1 hour chart. That's the 200 moving average. So, and that's the 9. Pretty much that's the high and that's the low. If we go down to the 5-minute chart, So if we break to the upside, let's see, 10 pips are here, 20, 25 pips. If we break to the downside, we have 20 pips. If we break to the downside, the next area of support is this one here. I'm looking for that area. We have 2 minutes before the market open. The FTSE here, the 1 hour chart. We feel this gap here. We have also this area of resistance. That's not relevant for intraday, for scalping. Dow Jones. This one, Nasdaq. Nasdaq, it looks more clear, to be honest. HV. Maybe you are looking at the Nasdaq now. Huh? Okay, Raquel, check that one. Let's go back to the DAX. Although what I like here is that, okay, if we break to the upside, 14 pips. If we break to the downside, it has to move 32 pips. It's quite of a distance, but we will see. Yeah, that's a good call. We spoke about dollar and gold. Whoa. We missed it. We missed it. Did you guys took it from here? I missed it. Ah, come on. I hope you traders took the trade. I totally missed it. I was looking to answer a question. Ah, come on. It already gave 10 pips. We took our 10 pips. Those who took the 10 pips, unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. Come on. Okay. That's a 1 minute chart. It's not a 5 minute chart. Why I don't short it now? Because it's not in my strategy to, I don't have a strategy that says to short it after 1 minute. That's why I didn't short it and I don't short it. Come on. Anyway, now I'm not shorting it. It's not a part of strategy. The part of the strategy is to enter at the breakout, the London breakout, to get 10 pips, six pips ideally, but usually I go for the 10 pips. If we get 10 pips, that's more than enough for a scalping. Okay. You see, guys, happens in trading, what to do. That was our trade. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the trade. 10 pips. And we call it for the day. Hello, Joseph from United Arab Emirates. Welcome. For indices, I should be saying points. That's okay, points. If you guys want points. So 1,000 points equals with 10 pips. Okay. Let's see how it's going to end up, really. FTSE coming on the 5-minute chart. Nice sell-off on the FTSE from this support, so from this resistance, sorry. It's coming back. Guys, if you bought here, unlikely like myself, okay, and when you go to the one, it's normal to go to lower time frames, especially when we are scalping and trying to see what the market is doing, what the market might be do next. Please don't get panic if you see after your entry a reversal price action. It's not a reason just simply to kill the trade. A reason to kill the trade must be something that indicates change in the trend, or that your strategy maybe it failed at that point. But for example, if you bought here, that's what we were trying to do. If you manage and you bought here and the market came all the way here, our stop loss is below the box, or at least below the swing. We don't rush to scratch the trade just because we saw few candles against our position. All right. That's why we have a strategy, and we don't do things like, okay, now I didn't buy, I will sell and play with this stuff. Because if you enter short here and you didn't exit there, then something with the emotions, it will go wrong at some point. Yeah. Or if you try to sell the FTSE here just simply because you saw this bearish move and you didn't take in consideration that the market rejected all this area here, then again, it's something not right. Nasdaq, let's see, it's coming back. Dow Jones recovered almost. Anyway, 10 pips already played out. Okay, guys, I don't see any questions here. I don't know if someone managed, really, I don't know if someone managed to take that one. That was super, super fast. And we didn't even put a buy stop order. So we're going to try to give more time from tomorrow and let's say start looking at the indices a bit earlier. Anyway, that's all from me today. I wish you to have the best luck with your trading. Please make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. And I look forward to see you tomorrow again at the same time. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.